Hey there, it's the One Boom, and welcome to a vlog style video. Now, many of you may not know this, but I'm a huge fan of Markiplier. Not because I'm huge into the Let's Play scene of people with webcam playing horror game and screaming all the time, just because I like him as a person. I think he's a very down-to-earth person. I think he's a very nice guy, and I don't have any problems with him. And he did a video recently called YouTube Has Changed, and he talked about how he's been noticing kind of a unending circle of pessimism, like a relentless cycle of pessimism. And basically what he was meaning was right now in the YouTube community, there are so many YouTubers trying to start out and trying to make it big and trying to make their way. And when doing that, they often seem to think that it's important that they do whatever makes money and try to kind of tear down other people. Basically, like they don't just want to have success, they want to have other people's success. And I'm noticing this a lot in the Call of Duty community right now, because there's a problem going on right now where, and I consider it an actual issue, maybe not a worldwide issue or whatever, but just because people aren't dying or starving in the situation doesn't mean it doesn't hold any water. This is an interesting social issue where now Whiteboy7thst is basically saying anybody that doesn't follow his ideas about the black market blackout movement, about like shutting down the black market and giving us our stuff, no RNG, very anti-supply drop. Anybody who's not following that is a traitor and is, betraying the gaming industry and hates Call of Duty. The thing about that is when you get into that kind of headspace of if you are not with me, you're against me, God, it tears apart the YouTube community. It tears apart so much. Oh my God, every time it happens, it seems like another YouTuber kind of gets phased out and is kind of just painted as, that guy, and then his followers become more toxic against other people, and yada yada yada. This happened with BB Dobbins. BD Dobbins stuck his nose in places that he shouldn't have. He went after YouTubers that he shouldn't have, and there and thus forth. He's kind of that guy that I don't think very many people would think is, right in the head. Anyway, what I'm saying is, when it comes to the Whiteboy7thst thing, the way I look at it is if it's really a big deal to you, to the point of calling other people traitors, and this is, again, about a video game, calling other human beings traitors because they're not entirely with your movement, because, no YouTuber right now, I think, is pro-supply drop. I think even T. Martin made a video basically saying if they make the new 10th specialist in supply drops and like make it so you have to get them from supply drops, it's bullshit. And he basically just said it's bullshit, it's crap. I hope they never do that. So I don't think any YouTuber's for supply drops, but also nobody's for a dictatorship where somebody thinks, well, you know what would get me a lot of views and controversy, and which it's working. I will not only make a movement about stopping the supply drop system, I will also deem all people opposed to my ideal a traitor. Now, this is ridiculous. Whiteboy7thst, in my opinion, has been irrelevant for a while, and he's definitely trying to get his subs and views back. He's trying to get his stuff back. But the way I look at it, if this is a big deal to you, and Whiteboy, if you somehow see this, I've watched you for a very long time. I respect your work. I respect how much time you put into your channel. That something a small channel like me looks up to is someone that put that much work in. So, if you're hearing this, if you are so obsessed with this being such a big deal, and that must mean that gaming as a hobby is more to you. It means more to you. It's a big deal. Call of Duty, YouTubers, they must be a very big deal to you. That's awesome. But it's very anti-YouTube and very anti-community to take your viewer base and try to turn them against other YouTubers. Why? That's anti-community. That's anti-gaming. Duh. I don't like supply drops either. But I'm not going to let's say I had 1 million subscribers. I'm not going to take down other people that like supply drops because I don't. People can spend their money on whatever they want. People can like whatever game mechanics they want. The thing is most YouTubers would be with you, and you'd probably be collaborating with them right now if you didn't go at it like a fucking dictator. That's ridiculous. Why would you do that? Why would anyone do that? I mean, and I don't want to be the guy that calls out YouTubers' names all the time and is like, you fuck this guy, I hate this person's content's crap. I don't want to be that guy. I respect the work YouTubers put into their stuff. I don't have to like it, and I don't have to be quiet about it. But I respect it. And I respect your work, Whiteboy7thst. I even respect BD Dobbins' work. I respect even Keemstar's work. I'm checking the preview to make sure it's me talking here. I respect YouTubers. I don't respect them when they start turning other people against the other YouTubers. And because it basically means that you don't just want success and views. You want to take their views and their success. You want to take something that the entire community is frustrated with and make it about you. Why? You have a viewer base and you have such an established name, regardless of how relevant you've been for the last couple of years. You have such an established name that you could have done something great. But you're going to now do a video about how Drift0r's a traitor? That's immature, that's petty, and if you're this enthusiastic about the Call of Duty community and gaming and YouTube, then why? Why turn against people? It's ridiculous. Markiplier was right, and he's not even part of the Call of Duty community. He is a Let's Player. He is he does skits. He's in music videos. He does stuff like that. And he's right. The unending level of pessimism, it's unbelievable. It's just, you're not with me. You're against me. You have to be on my side. You have to like my videos, not Drift0r's, not Team Aaron's, not Allier's, not BD Dobbins, not Keemstar's. Mine. Has to be me. That's crap. You don't have to be quiet about things you're angry about. You don't have to be quiet about people you're angry at. But you don't get to turn people against other YouTubers because they're not following your movement. Even so much as sharing your opinion about supply drops. Even Prestige is key. He was like, oh yeah, I'm for this. And then he saw what you were doing with your movement. Not what the movement is, but what you were doing with it. And said, never mind, I don't want to be affiliated with that, and removed his video. That should tell you something. I bumped my webcam. Look, and I'm not trying to... I know I'm also... I'm irrelevant. I am a small YouTuber. I am nothing. Okay? I am nothing in the community. Drift0r seems to think I'm cool. Exclusive Ace, I consider him a friend. I need to actually hang out with him more. I have very little weight in this community, but I hope this video gets to a lot of people. And Markiplier, I hope if there's any way you watch this video, which would make me so happy, I hope you see that regardless of the gaming community or the community you're part of on YouTube, whether it's music, skits, gaming, or whatever, Call of Duty, Mario Kart, whatever it is, the unprecedented level of pessimism and turning against each other is not okay. So this is not me turning against Whiteboy. That's not me boycotting Whiteboy. This is asking a very important question. Why? I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye! I bounced in the chair and it keeps bouncing a little bit after I bounce in it. Probably gonna cut that out.